get started. Boy, do we have a lot of wine to spill between now and Friday. I guess that's why wine is the strongest. Remember, everything's allegedly. Even my name's allegedly. Y'all better be hitting the wine glasses. Y'all drink for me. Y'all know I ain't drinking until October 20th. I am fasting, okay? I've got to make sure I am clear, mind, body, and soul to give y'all a wonderful show on October 20th at the Flamingo Bar Theater, okay? So that's why I ain't drinking. Stop with the rumors that I'm pregnant. My stomach just big as hell. That is it. That is all, okay? That's what happens when you over 40. Now, and anybody tell you different, they got a doctor. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Y'all better be in them comments heavy, okay? Shout out to Facebook, Rumble, YouTube, and everybody else. We're going to be adding TikTok and Big O to the live stream here soon, okay? Probably the first week of November, all right? That way we streaming worldwide. That's the goal. That's the goal. That's the goal, okay? I'm trying to stream on Netflix. Don't play with me. I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to do it. You know I need money, and this is put fire under my behind. So I'm telling you, where there's a check, I'm going to get it everywhere but OnlyFans. I can't do it. I can't. Okay. I cannot fake no. Man, that interview we did last night, shout out to Ty, Xavier Howard's baby mama, for coming through and spilling all the wine on him. That poor man, I know he probably somewhere punching walls in his house, okay? She came through, one of the 4 baby mothers, okay? Even came through with a recording from one of the other baby mamas cussing her out, okay? I mean, it was just all the way messy. And the winos was in TashaKLive.com just asking her all types of questions. That's a new feature that we have, by the way, okay? On TashaKLive.com. Whenever we interview anybody, you guys get to ask the questions in real time, okay? And so that's how it's going to go going forward. And we are streaming the interview in real time, just like tomorrow morning, okay? At around 11, 11:30, maybe 12, we're streaming live in the wine cellar on TashaKLive.com, the Olsen Dario brothers, okay? The Hoax brothers, the Nigerian brothers that help just lie, okay? About being profiled. I'm going to have them brothers in there oiled up, baby, oiled up with their shirts off, and y'all going to be able to ask any question that you like, okay? Whatever comes on your heart tomorrow during lunchtime, okay? And then we got a second interview that we're going to be streaming tomorrow night too as well, okay? So it's a lot of streams. Y'all better set your calendars, okay? So don't forget, get your tickets to our October 20th Wine, Gossip, and Comedy show, okay? While we still have some left. And don't forget to get your subscription to TashaKLive.com so you can go ahead and ask all the questions that you've always wanted to ask without being blocked. Okay? Now, I'm telling you, that interview was messy last night. I had them on Twitter talking about, Tasha! I said, what, y'all? Listen, y'all, it's going to be a dangerous platform. I have to pay these people. I'm going to start paying these people just so y'all can ask them questions. All right, full show for y'all today. 2 shows, okay? We're definitely going to be talking about Lil Baby and Christian. Lil Baby has finally spoken, okay? He don't like women. Now, just going to hold that right there. Also going to be talking about Amara and Safari, if y'all care. Definitely going to be discussing Bobbie Althoff, Sukiana with Bobbie Althoff, okay, Herbo and Tiana. And we got an exclusive interview, okay? Compliments to you guys. You guys asked me to do this. TashaKLive.com hasn't even seen this, and so this is an exclusive to you guys. We do have a full-on exclusive with Apple Watts, okay? Former Love and Hip Hop cast member who got into a brutal, life-altering car accident in March of 2022. Last year. And so she's on the road to a very heavy and difficult recovery. Her team got her together. She looked absolutely beautiful to sit down with us, and she gave us a lot of information that hasn't been told to the public yet, okay? And so we're going to be premiering that wine here exclusively tonight on YouTube, Facebook, and Rumble, okay? When we're done with our topics here on, with Apple Watts, okay? And me, all right? So stay tuned for that. That's coming up a little later in the show. But in the meantime, okay? We got to take take a second to brag about some of these sponsors here, okay? And one of it being me, I am selling Domino's coupons, vacuum cleaners, and Tasha K's on stage tickets to our October 20th Wine Gossip and Comedy show, and an herb that can save your life, okay? We got some sponsors that we need to brag about, which means boldly raise a glass to hold that thought, like, share, and subscribe. We'll be right back. Let's go. Hey, check this out. Kids go home tomorrow. House finna be quiet as a beach, man. So you. Boosie Badass is back, man. All gold pool party. All gold piss pool party. And I mean it, man. This Thursday. We finna turn up, man. All that, man. I gotta enjoy my motherfucking life, man. All gold piss pool party. I'm about to be all up in the gold piss party. Y'all better hurry up and get y'all tickets. Send pictures of your piss, and it better be dark. It better be gold, man. Piss pool party at Boosie Estates. Invites only, man. Invites only. Hit my DM, man. All gold piss pool party. Fuck it. I ain't drinking water all week, man. Only lean and Crown Royal. I'm looking for the baddest with the darkest, goldest piss. And you know I ain't got but one kid. I better hurry up and get y'all tickets before Thursday. I already DM Boosie my piss. It's dark as hell. I'm coming for you hoes. I'm coming for the $500. All gold piss pool party. Boosie Badass. Chlorine or urine? We gonna have a vote. All gold in your face. I got my waist trainer on. I'm doing my Kegels. When it's time for me to piss on you hoes, I'm pissing on all you hoes. All gold piss pool party. Skits like this plus a lot more wine spilled live with me, Unwine with Tasha K on stage in Miami on October 20th, 2023 at 8 p.m. But I better see the winos at the Flamingo Bar Theater. Grab your tickets. Doors open at 6:30 p.m. and seats are first come, first served within your ticket tier. And if you think I cut up on this here internet, you ain't ready for the shit that's about to go down live on stage. Scan the QR code or get your tickets using the link below. The winos are toasting up in Miami. Purchase now. Let's put the wine down for a second, because at times like this, we need to take a shot of the olive leaf extract, because the olive leaf boosts our immune system and has been known to reverse high blood pressure, lupus, diabetes, and certain cancers. Check them out at myoliveleaf.biz to learn more and to order, or simply click the link below in the description box. Now back to the wine. Boutique for this beautiful ensemble here, okay? She got me dressed like a grown lady tonight. Between her and my mother-in-law, I ain't gonna know how to act. I'm trying to tell you, if you want to get more beautiful shirts like this, okay, Florida style, or just something that just makes you smile, okay, when you see it on somebody, please feel free to hit up London's Boutique on the Instagram. We'll be tagging her so that you can easily find her, okay? And don't forget here to use the coupon code here to get the last few tickets that we have left to our Wine Gossip and Comedy show taking place on October 20th here in Miami, okay? Dressed at the Flamingo Bar here. Don't I look like a little flamingo here? Don't I look like a flamingo? Don't play! I'ma fly away on you hoes. Don't play with me. All right, I can't wait to see y'all there. Now, let's go on and get started. Oh, and I forgot to introduce my co-host, okay, Jasmine? As well as Teddy, okay? How y'all doing, all right? Y'all make sure y'all showing some love. Now, and put them ticket emojis in the chat, too, if you got your tickets to everything, because you know it's a wino weekend. It's a wino weekend, okay? We coming down. We're going to lose all the weight before the event, and then we're going to gain it all back after the event. That's how you know it's going to be a good time, okay? Or the stomachs on flat-footed pictures for us to show up, okay, on the little wino carpet. And then when it's over, we're going to leave with bloating. We're going to be bloated, full of alcohol, fried chicken, collard greens. We got it all. Okay? All right. So, real quick, in White Wine News. A new study, according to Baller Alert, okay? A new study finds that, now get this, y'all. Now get this. I know we're going to explain this. You know, we don't put children on the screen, okay? We may critique them a little bit, but we don't put them on the screen. A new study finds that yelling at kids is just as harmful as actual or physical use. Okay, you know, we can't use certain words over here, so read in between the lines, all right? So yelling at kids is just as harmful as actual or physical use. Okay, let me see if they know what I'm talking about in the chat. All right. Now, a new research suggests that yelling at children can be as harmful as both of those. A study done by the UK charity Words Matter wants to recognize that childhood verbal use, okay, is a form of maltreatment. Okay, I see them ticking emojis heavy in the chat. Now, researchers, and the reason I'm really, you know, focusing on the ticket emojis and stuff like that and the wine glasses, because you can tell this article here is a bunch of bullshit. Okay? They said we can't beat them, we can't discipline them, and now we can't yell. Now, of course, it says a study done by the UK charity Words Matter wants to recognize that childhood verbal abuse is a form of maltreatment. Researchers from the Wingate University and University College of London, UCLA, analyzed studies on CVA, finding that use involves negative speech volume, tone, speech content, and their immediate impact. A study identified parents, mothers, and teachers as the primary perpetrators of CVA. Well, who gonna raise these children? Who gonna raise these children? Because the last time I checked, ain't they slapping teachers and shooting teachers and stuff? Because y'all telling us not to yell? And then the teachers is going through it too. So what do you want us to do? I feel that this whole organization just needs to, you know, raise our kids. How about that? How about you? Since y'all are doing these researches and trying to get new laws passed on if we yell at a child, it's considered use, you know? I think y'all need to step in and raise our children. Because the last time I checked, they beating our ass and y'all ass too. Okay? Y'all are not excluded from this while you're trying to soft parent. Mm-hmm. Now, researchers stress that the need to enhance the definition of CVA, which currently falls under the categories of childhood maltreatment, physical use, sexual use, emotional use, and neglect. Now, childhood emotional use has observed an increase in prevalence over time, as noted in the study. Preventing the maltreatment of children is the most effective way we can reduce the prevalence of child mental health problems. Okay, says study co-author and Professor Peter Fonagy. He probably ain't got no kids. Okay, head of the Division of Psychology and Language Sciences of UCLA. Okay, these same people that was putting electricity on people's brains back in the day. Okay, to, you know, as something to balance out our mental state. Okay. Now, I got serious issues with this. Now, there's a difference. I think they need to be a little bit more specific. Okay. Because when you just say yelling across the board, for example, I yelled at my child before I got here. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Hit the wine glass. My child, okay, likes to sleep in and miss the bus. And so, because she know we're not going to take her to school, okay, because you have a responsibility until you get a car to ride said bus. That's what our taxpayer dollars pay for. She wants to call a Lyft, right? Yeah. Yeah. So we sleep, you know, because we work pretty late. And, you know, she in a Lyft. I don't know who can have my child. Do you understand what I'm saying here? And so I've said over and over and over again, do not call any sort of ride share to take you nowhere. Okay? Ever. And I've said that once, nicely. I've said that twice, nicely. I've showed her documentaries on trafficking, nicely. And so today, lost my shit. Okay? Because if anything happens to said child, who they gonna be trying to charge? Just who? Who, Jeff? The last I checked, I'm responsible for the child, not some organization that's paid by billionaires who run some of the biggest trafficking organizations in the world, okay? To tell us how to monitor our children that they want to sell and use and abuse. I'm just trying to figure out why they not spending time on researching the trafficking that goes on and them hundreds of missing kids in Ohio right now. Why are you worried about what's going on in our household, okay? We trying to keep them by yelling at them from being one of them missing kids. And it's always somebody with no damn kids. You feel me? I just need a box of saltine crackers up here so y'all will know where I'm going with this, because this is cracker shit. Okay? Saltines, right? I guarantee you there was nobody black a part of this. Now, if you're going to talk about yelling, let's be specific about yelling. Now, of course, Carlin said kids out of their name, telling them they ain't gonna be shit. Even though you may goodwill know that they won't be nothing in life based off of their current decisions, sometimes that can have a reverse, adverse effects. And they can start to believe that they ain't gonna be shit, so they might as well not do anything, okay? So that can backfire on you, even though you may mean well and you may be trying to motivate them. Sometimes that reverse motivating don't work with everybody, okay? Especially these children these days that are being raised by phones. That's a whole nother subject, okay? They Googling their punishment on the phone. Don't look at me like that, Jasmine. And when we go to punish them, they are literally asking Google what their punishment should be. We have no say-so. We have no rights. But as soon as one of them children down there slap a teacher, hit a teacher, shoot a teacher, now they want to blame us. But you said I couldn't yell, I couldn't discipline, I couldn't beat them, I couldn't do, what can I do? So this is all up to you. That's a bar. I need to be, yeah. So in the meantime, they need to be just a little bit more specific. I think talking down on children, verbally using children, that's different. But me yelling at my child, telling my child the next time I see her in a lift, she gonna be living. I'm gonna lift her right to Mali, West Africa, where Lyft doesn't exist. I'm gonna take her back in time. They don't even have the Uber and Lyft app over there. She will be on the back of a moped going to school getting dusty. By the time she get to school, she needs a whole nother shower. She dirty and she musty. Do not play with me, okay? Do not play with me. I saw that there was a whole thread on Twitter of African parents, okay, and African children going at it because they said that anytime they got in trouble with an African household, the African parents just thought it was a great just idea. Instead of yelling, instead of beating their kids, just send them to Africa. Just send them to Africa. Because you know what? It roots them. It has them appreciate all of the things that we have over here. But sometimes they may appreciate it so much that they don't even want to come back because it's fun over there. They realize that they're really free over there. But you realize there are a lot more harsher consequences over there than there are over here, okay? And so I just want them to stay the hell out of our business and focus those research that they're doing, those studies on the billionaires that are funneling money through certain organizations to take our kids out of our household and use them as their slaves. Yeah, we got bigger issues here. Okay, don't worry about what's going on in my household. Mind your business. Moving on. Okay, y'all make sure y'all hit the wine glass and stuff like that, all right? And again, all right, viewer discretion is advised. Up next, so Chow Gee Song. Hold that thought. Now, he kind of fine, okay? He kind of fine. I dated an Asian guy before, you know what I'm saying? He kind of fine, yeah, right? So he is a famous soccer player. Let me give you what the gist of what's going on here, okay? So I like to keep y'all up to date on what's going on around the world, especially if it involves us, okay? And this definitely involves us, and I'm sure you can tell why. So he's been accused of cultural appropriation. All right, he's a soccer player. Let me pull it up. Let me pull up the facts first, okay? Before we go in with our opinion, because I don't think y'all gonna like what I got to say. I just really don't. And so this particular soccer player here, who goes by the name of Cho Gi-sung, is under fire for sporting cornrows. Okay, instead of sporting balls and soccer balls, he's in trouble for a hairstyle that has sparked accusations of cultural appropriation. The international controversy underlies how discussions around cultural sensitivity have gone global. Okay, now he's South Korean, has played for a few other teams and stuff around the world, and his own people have literally shamed him and said that, you know, this is wrong. This is no way. There's no way he should be representing, you know, one of the best soccer teams in the world, but I haven't seen them win anything, but okay. One of the best soccer teams in the world, and, you know, he is not representing his culture because braids is not a part of the Korean culture. And he's going to, you know, cause a lot of unnecessary conversations where the conversations needs to be surrounded primarily around soccer and not his hair. Sort of going through what our little black girls and black boys go through here when they on teams and stuff and they're being asked to cut their dreads and stuff and cut their braids, and they can't wear afros because it's distractive in school. Nobody can see over their hair, you know. But we remember the teased, hairsprayed faux hawks. We remember those. You remember those, Jasmine? You know what I'm saying? Had so much hairspray looking like Peggy Bundy. You can't see nothing. They ain't say nothing to them folks, okay? And that shit just stiff up top of their head. You know what I'm saying? But all of us, you know, we there's always a problem, you know? And so I found this utterly just unnecessary, because here's my thing. I think us as a black people as a whole have taken cultural appropriation just way out of context. And I say this, now a lot of y'all may any hit dog holler, okay? Because yes, although we got the Kardashians that go buy our asses, you know, they go buy our men, they go buy our children, they go buy our lips. We buying folks' hair. We buying folks' eyelashes. We buying somebody's ass because that ass don't belong to us. And I don't understand how you gonna sell us an ass that came from us. We buying fake braid wigs. I just saw Chelsea come in one. I don't know whose hair that was. I don't. What little girl that came off of? Was she Malaysian? Was she South Korean? What was she? It wasn't us. We buy everybody else's clothes, because the last time I checked, Africans got their own clothes. We make our own clothes. We buy everything that don't belong to us and are culturally appropriated right now. Even hair colors. Look at me. Look at me. The Smurfs. I took the Smurfs hair color. Right, Jasmine? Smart ass. But I just don't understand what's so bad about, I mean, this nice looking Asian man wearing braids. I mean, it kind of give him some swag a little bit. It's working. It's working so much his people are upset. But here's what I want to say. If he got to get a braids back, I need every one of y'all watching this video right now to take off your wigs right now and return it to the little girl that thought she was giving, she was going down there to do a spiritual offering. Okay? And she offered it right onto your head for the price of $300. So if we gonna get mad about them wearing our stuff, we need to return all the stuff that says made in China, Bangladesh, and everything else that we got going on now. Thought you wouldn't. Thought you wouldn't. We got bigger fish to fry. And I'm talking about fresh. Snapper, grouper back, mullet, grits. Yeah. Cornbread, white bread, mustard, raw onions. Yeah, we got other things to take care of. Let this man be. Let this man, for all you know, he probably trying to attract his black queen. But it's probably going to be a natural one because he's trying to get rid of the very hair he don't even like. So don't come over there thinking you're going to track one of these with some Malaysian or Asian or South Korean inches, okay? He wants your bald head. and black. And now moving on. Now you keep kicking your balls, child. Cho. Now. All right. Y'all make sure y'all hitting them wine glasses. Don't forget, we got a second show coming up. Nene Leaks has responded to Tasha K. Okay, all of that and more coming up on TashaKLive.com right after this show at around like 7:30. Okay, so stay tuned for that. If you want to see that breakdown as well as the Osundario brothers live interview, all that and more coming up on TashaKLive.com tonight and tomorrow within the next 24 hours. Okay, we got a lot of stuff dropping over there, and you guys will be able to ask your questions to our interviewees in real time, wino style. All right, moving on. Herbo and Tiana. You know, Herbo, I don't know if he's turned himself in. I do know he was sentenced to a pretty, let me see if Herbo done turned himself in. Hold on for a second. I ain't even researched that deep. I just know they was dragging her on social media, I guess, because she bought a house, Tiana. She bought a beautiful house. Let's see the house. Yeah, let's look at her. She bought a nice, well, I don't know how we could see that house, but Jasmine, what the hell going on? What's the video? Yeah, Jasmine. Hold on for a second. Let me look up Herbo, because I do know, you know, he was convicted of, I guess, theft, scamming, you know, using money. Pleads guilty to role in nationwide fraud. 25 years old. I didn't know he was so young. He only 25. That man look old, okay? Now, he's responsible for nearly $140,000 in victim losses, which he used to fund 4 private jet charters, a luxury villa in Jamaica, and exotic rental cars, okay? Now, the Chicago area rap artist pleaded guilty in federal court in Springfield, Massachusetts for his role in a nationwide wire fraud conspiracy that victimized businesses across the United States, then making a false statement to federal agents to conceal his involvement, okay? Now, Herbert, 25 years old, pleaded guilty to 1 count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud and 1 count of making a false statement to a federal official, and is scheduled for sentencing on November 7, 2023, okay? Now, with this comes restitution, right? And the situation here is because a lot of people had, you know, mixed reviews on why is Tiana buying a house? Is she no longer with Herbo? What's going on in the relationship? Does this have anything to do with him getting ready to go to jail? No, this has everything to do with asset protection. Okay, because when you use money to fund your lifestyle, they're still going to be looking. I mean, even though he's pled guilty to $140,000, if any of those funds were used, okay, to purchase any sort of lifestyle to her, that's things that he got to give back in restitution. So he got to pay that back, and then they won't come after her for any future things as well. So she went and put a house in her own name, so that her children don't have to worry about being uprooted with scam money, okay? Because the government gonna want all that back. So what she's doing is nothing more than the Yandy effect. You remember the Yandy? Yandy married, well, fake married Mendices, finance on national TV, only to send him up to jail, and he didn't even know that the paperwork was never signed. Because she didn't want them coming after her money for child support and his restitution fees. I said, boy, that's a cold right there. I can't say that I blame her. She didn't let that dick make her blind. So, yeah, this is all this is, okay? And so she's getting ready to start a new chapter in her life, which is being a single mother. Her baby daddy going to be in jail. His career is at an all-time halt. And so she's got to figure out what she's going to do to make ends meet, which is ultimately become what a lot of these people are becoming, influencers, YouTubers. Okay, same thing Nene Leakes just announced today was that she's a YouTuber now. Okay, and we're going to discuss all that on TashaKLive.com right after this show. All right, it is messy. All right, moving on. Just like Tiana. Go, girl, go, girl, go. Glad she got some good people in her ear, you know. Now, this is Bobbie Althoff, and I meant what I said. We got Funny Marco, whose style she took. Okay, she is supposedly a comedian. I don't see anything funny with what she does. And Shaquille O'Neal was one of her guests that made her feel weird. Yeah. And then who's that at the bottom? Sukiana. Sukiana took her to a strip club. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so this little white girl has been propped up in the black community to explore us. She has a huge Caucasian following. There's a lot of white wine over there on TikTok, as well as YouTube and Instagram. And she's got to feed those followers who are all things white. Do you understand what I'm saying here? Okay, and so she's came out the gate with some very, very high-profile interviews with Drake and Lil Yachty. Okay, Shaquille O'Neal. She did one with, we're not saying his name. Tyga. Sukiana has her down there at what is that called? In the valley. and she's just utterly disgusted at how black people just do things that are just so black. And her followers are watching all of this go down in real time. And they're not laughing with us. They're laughing at us because that's predominantly what her followers are very, very high pale white people, okay, who are utterly disgusted with everything that does not represent supremacy. In the words of, what is that guy's name? Is it Rodney King? Which one? Jesse Jackson. And it's just funny to me that, black folks that are in these prolific positions would even embrace her, but constantly talk down on black media because they don't like our realism. It's like staring you in the face and say, I can't believe that I'm like this. Yeah, you are. We're the same, okay? But you go and you sit with a white woman that intentionally put the pictures back up, that intentionally took a style from a black man that worked really hard. He worked harder on his career than he did on his face. Funny Marco needs a dermatologist, and so does Sexy Red. They need to go together. I think they'll probably be a great couple. Neither one of them wash their face. He's looking like he's Seal's long-lost son. I said, come on now. But this white woman, Bobbie Althoff, has already highlighted being weirded out by Lil Yachty and inappropriately looked at by Drake and Shaquille O'Neal licking the tongue at her. And she doesn't know who any of these guests are. Her team just put them together because they need her white, very white audience that watches her be a mother, a shapeless mother. Go into spaces that they would never go, like when they don't go into neighborhoods that they would never go unless they're trying to move us out, and pick apart all of the disparaging things that these people of the bottom do and just bring it back to us to laugh. No different, and I should have put it up, but YouTube probably would have struck it. But there was an Asian guy that went to spend time in Africa to teach African kids how to speak Chinese. And when they were speaking Chinese, he had them writing that they were the N-word on cardboard paper and reciting it, that they're ugly N-words. And then he would send the videos to social media platforms that were Asian owned, and Asian folks would laugh at these little black children saying that they were ugly N-words. This is no different than what Bobbie Althoff is doing. And don't you dare correct her last name for me. I said what the hell I said. Now, to our celebrity that wants to send a cease and desist to me, that wants to tell me how dare I cover the buffoonery that they have going on here in our community, and they get mad when a black woman such as myself highlights the buffoonery, but then offers them a way to fix it. The next time Bobbie Althoff says that you make her feel weird, that she feels she needs protection. She doesn't know why she's here. She doesn't understand why you have her down in the valley with the girls that ride the short bus. Put up the video. Put it up. All those women there rode the short bus with Sukiana. They count from 1 to 5 backwards and get confused. It's dyslexia of the hands. I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear a motherfucking thing. I don't want to hear nothing that y'all got to say about what Tasha K does over here, because she's laughing at you, and so are her multi-millions of pure white followers. Go, Bobbie, go. We need to take a break, don't we? Yes. Okay, let's take a break. We're on that note. Okay, after the break, we got a Marlon Negada. Okay, and the father of her kids. Okay, it's a furry. As well as Lil Baby denying Chrisean rock publicly, and then we got an exclusive interview with Apple Watch, right? All that and more coming up after the break, as well as some exclusive topics on TashaKLive.com that we'll get into a little later in the show, okay? And so stay tuned. We'll be right back after the break. We got some sponsors that we need to brag about, which means boldly raise a glass to hold that thought. We'll be right back. Let's go! Hey, check this out. Kids go home tomorrow. House finna be quiet as a beach, man. So Boosie badass is back, man. All gold pool party. All gold piss pool party. And I mean it, man. This Thursday. We finna turn up, man. F all that, man. I gotta enjoy my motherfucking life, man. All gold piss pool party. I'm about to be all up in the gold piss party. Y'all better hurry up and get y'all tickets. Send pictures of your piss, and it better be dark. It better be gold, man. Piss pool party at Boosie Estates. Invites only, man. Invites only. Hit my DM, man. All gold piss pool party. Fuck it. I ain't drinking water all week, man. Only lean and Crown Royal. I'm looking for the baddest with the darkest goldest piss. And you know I ain't got but one kid. I better hurry up and get y'all tickets before Thursday. I already DM Boosie my piss. It's dark as hell. I'm coming for you hoes. I'm coming for the $500. All gold piss pool party. Boosie badass. Chlorine or urine. We gonna have a vote. All gold in your face. I got my waist trainer on. I'm doing my Kegels. When it's time for me to piss on you hoes, I'm pissing on all you hoes. All gold piss pool party. Skits like this plus a lot more wine spilled live with me, Unwind with Tasha K on stage in Miami on October 20th, 2023 at 8 p.m. But I better see the winos at the Flamingo Bar Theater. Grab your tickets. Doors open at 6:30 p.m. and seats are first come, first served within your ticket tier. And if you think I cut up on this here internet, you ain't ready for the shit that's about to go down live on stage. Scan the QR code or get your tickets using the link below. The winos are toasting up in Miami. Purchase now. Let's put the wine down for a second, because at times like this, we need to take a shot of the olive leaf extract, because the olive leaf boosts our immune system and has been known to reverse high blood pressure, lupus, diabetes, and certain cancers. Check them out at myoliveleaf.biz to learn more and to order, or simply click the link below in the description box. Now back to the wine. And we're back. Don't forget to get them tickets, okay? We still got a few left. Put the ticket emoji in the chat if you already got your tickets 2 weeks away from the show. Woo, I'm tired. I'm already tired. I'm going to get a lot of rest, though. Don't you worry. I'm coming back to give y'all a great show, okay? Don't you? I'm going to show up. Okay, last one I was trying to run from. I was like, pull this car up behind. I got to buck this joint. I was so nervous, but I ain't nervous no more. I mean, I get nervous because I just want everything to go good. You understand what I'm saying? So I can't wait. We've been working really hard behind the scenes, a lot of fighting, a lot of scratching at the walls here. Jasmine is just over it. Jasmine was like, I just need a mental health evaluation, all to bring you this show, okay? And more like them, all right? So don't forget, get your tickets October 20th. We still got about 40 left, all right? Go ahead and get those before we close the rest of the tickets down for my family and friends, okay? So you'll be able to see my daddy, sisters, mama, all of them too, okay? And they country just like me. And stay away from my daddy because he will hit one of y'all. Not physically, but in a good way. Not in a violent way. He will hit you. Come laughing in his face if you want to. He old school. He ain't got no wife. Moving on. The Marla Negative. Everything about this whole bitch, she just be lying. The hair's a lie, the skin tone's a lie. She be getting darker. I saw her. I was like, how you tanning and you already dark? What the hell? But she just said, I want it glistening. I need it glistening, tashak. Okay, all right, cool. So we already knew that this whole relationship between her and Safari was fake. She told us.
Safari never said y'all was in a relationship either. I've been single since the father of my kids, and I haven't had sex since the father of my kids. Mama, mira, listen. Mira, mama.
Mi Amara.
Let me put it this way.
I'm
a pretty smart girl. I believe that I am. Yes. I have come this far because I think I'm pretty smart. I get hired to do my job, and I do what I have to do. I do it well. We have good ratings. And with that being said, I have accomplished my mission. Now, if after that you want to believe whatever it is you want to believe, that's on you. You understand? Like I said before, I've been single since the father of my kids, and I haven't had sex since the father of my kids. And I continue to do my job. And as long as you give us those ratings, I'm going to give you what you want. So, if that's what you want, then that's what you see. Yeah, period. If you don't get it after that, your mommy, okay? Anyways, goodbye. Love you guys. Arrivederci. Bye.
She didn't like them calling her a pass around. Safari he's passed around. Of quite a few. Been to every franchise, okay? Passed them right around. And so now that this scene has hit social media, okay, I guess it recently debuted. Here.
See this type of promo on your... Shut the up! You problem with you? Out of here. Out of here. Bringing me no more... Out of here, you... You! Guys. You! You're the... Out of here. You are what everybody said about you. You, stupid Safari. Ass bird. You. Exactly. Walk away like you do. Walk away like you do about everything else in your life. Walk the away.
Flying away. I'm flying away.
You're so trash.
So that scene was obviously a bit longer, but we just wanted you to see the fake scene, okay? Of her and Safari, I guess apparently arguing. He said, "You still love your kid's father." She told us, "I haven't had sex since for my kids." And she said, "You still love Erica." He said, "I'm divorced." And then she threw water in his face. And then he told her, he was going to flip the table. And then they just started fighting because they was breaking up, but never together, right? Amara, go. How
Safari never said y'all was in a relationship either. I've been single since the father of my kids, and I haven't had sex since the father of my kids. Mama, mira, listen. Mira, mama.
Mira, mama.
Let me put it this way. I'm a pretty smart girl. I believe that I am. I have come this far because I think I'm pretty smart. And I get hired to do my job, and I do what I have to.
Bust. Just that. This is why Mona going broke. This is why Mona having to do round tables and stuff like that, because they lack authenticity. I said, so I don't know what all this fighting and throwing tables was around. If you've never had sex or you've been single since the father of your kids, so why are you throwing water on Safari in an empty restaurant? Play
See this type of promo on your...
And nobody in the
Shut the You problem with you?
Out of here. Out of here.
Bringing me no more...
Out of here, you...
You!
Guys.
You! You're the...
Out of here.
You!
I think they're auditioning for Tubi. Mm-hmm. It was a Tubi scene. I was like, why they in there fighting and ain't nobody in the restaurant to watch them fight? It's just security. We knew it was staged. Come on now. But y'all love it. So, hey, we give it to you. Moving on. All right, finally. See, I was telling y'all, listen, I am not Team Chrisean at all. I used to have a soft spot, but the only person I care about right now is that baby. That's it. And once that baby is out of her care, then I feel a lot safer. I'll just feel better. I'll be able to sleep at night. So, Blueface ended up tweeting that he loves Tashaki. Is that her name? I always get her name wrong. Tashaki? Yeah, Chrisean's sister. We don't have her picture up here, but and so she ended up doing tit for tat. We can get her picture. It's okay. We got it. Where's Tashaki? You see her? Mm-hmm. It's okay. It's okay. We don't need her. We're going. Okay, there you go. Okay. So Blueface ended up tweeting that he loved Tashaki to piss off Chrisean. Now, Chrisean has been very jealous of her sister. Her sister has all her teeth. She is a good mother. And she's moving up in the world. And Chrisean felt like, I'm going to give her a chance, let her on the show. And then she had girls jump her sister because she didn't like the shine that her sister was getting. She's an evil little bitch, But y'all like her. Y'all think, because she cute and she light-skinned and she ain't got no teeth. Y'all just want to save a hoe. She wouldn't do, And so, Blueface was being a little petty, saying that he loved Tashak. He had tweeted that. And then she came back and said, I love Lil Baby. And then, he was like, well, Tashaki is this. And she was like, Lil Baby is that. And then Lil Baby said, hold up. Wait a minute. Let me put my up in it. And it ain't no pussy. Lil Baby came out to say that he ain't never, ever in his life, even previous life, ever tried to attempt to talk to no damn Hills Have Eyes Chrisean. Now, he said, although the head may be good because she missing a tooth, and they said that gum head is a motherfucker. When the gums is on top? Yeah. But he prefers his head given from another head. And he prefers dark-skinned women to put their tongues in his butt. So when the tongues come out the butt, it don't look like they got shit on their face. Because they dog. But he said over his dead body, has he ever touched a damn Chrisean? And I believe him. I do. I know baby's type. Baby like them chocolate and thick. Skin the same color as the shit. So when they allegedly going in this booty hole that they said get wet, you can't tell and you won't stop licking his asshole because you won't be able to tell that you got shit on your face because it's the same color as your skin. You dumb bitch. But let's pray for all parties involved, okay? Just wanted to give you that update there. And we'll talk about, these new allegations that Chrisean has since put on her sister Tashaki here in the last 24 hours, okay? All the Hills Have Eyes family members have came out, and we're going to unwind it all on TashaKLive.com right after this show at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? You make sure you subscribe so you can get that there show, okay? And don't forget tomorrow in the morning on TashaKLive.com, we got the Osendario brothers in the studio shirtless. All right, moving on. Apple Watts, you guys have asked me to reach out to Love and Hip Hop, former Love and Hip Hop castmate Apple Watts, okay, to get her story. She's done a few interviews around here. They've only been like 5 minutes long, and I get why. She's not in the best state health-wise to give long interviews, but we managed to get at least 30 to 40 minutes from her, okay? She gave us a lot more details, things that she's been struggling with and going through. Now, here's what I'm going to ask too, okay? Now, as you're watching this exclusive interview with Apple Watts, viewer discretion is advised. And two, you remember how y'all said y'all wanted to help me and donate to me to help my case out and stuff to help me pay off my lawsuit? Well, I remember I said I'll let you know if I ever need something. Well, tonight is that night. So what I need is for y'all to put that money where it's needed, okay? And so as you watch Apple Watts unwind her story here on Unwind with Tasha K, this is where money, your money, deserves to go, okay? Anything that I've gotten myself into, I've always gotten myself out of, okay? But this here calls for all of us to help, okay? And so if you feel inspired by her story and you feel that you want to help and you want to give, I ask the moderators to head over to Apple Watts' Instagram page, grab her GoFundMe, and that is where I would ask you to forward those donations that you guys wanted to use to help me to get out of what I believe is a very, very unconstitutional and frivolous suit, okay? We will put the money into somebody's hands that actually needs it, okay, versus someone. That's a whole nother story. Okay, listen. Without further ado, all right, and I want you to stay here after this interview as well, too, okay, because I got some more information to tell y'all, okay? So stay tuned. We now introduce Apple Watts, okay? Enjoy. Apple.
Hey.
So we got the Apple Watts finally on Unwind with Tasha K. You do know that it was my viewers that wanted this interview.
Oh, for real?
Yes.
Well,
See,
thank you, everybody.
A lot of times I be so busy with certain stories, but
Yeah.
everybody kept emailing me to reach out to you. They said, Tasha, please, because I guess other platforms were reaching out to you and your interviews were like 5 minutes long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was. Because, it'd be kind of hard for me to sit in the woodchuck because I'm still learning how to sit up correctly.
Oh, okay. How much time do we have here? Because I definitely don't want you uncomfortable.
Time down for y'all.
Okay, well, just feel free to stop me, okay?
I got you.
Okay, so we got Apple Watts. I mean, you're a model, dancer, loving hip hop legend.
Yes.
Okay, mom.
Yes.
How many children do you have?
I have 3 children, a 19-year-old, a 10-year-old, and an 8-year-old.
Oh my God, you got young babies and you got a grown baby.
Yeah. I got a grown-ass boy, too. He think he a Latino.
He Latino. He think he
Latino. He always wear boots and a cowboy hat and go to all the parties.
I gotta see this. So, but I'm excited to have you. And I did honestly, like when you were on Love and Hip Hop, I know you were busy and stuff like that. We did try to reach out then, but I know how the cast can be. And Mona, she didn't want me nowhere near her cast. So, oh yeah. Now, real quick. Now, I know that you've gone through a lot. You recently were in a car, like a really, really bad car accident in 2022. I believe it was in March, correct?
Yeah, March 22nd.
Okay. Yeah, it was like right before my daughter's birthday. My
son's birthday was the next day.
So if you don't mind telling me, like, what happened? I mean, I know we can't, like, because these things are kind of like what God has, we can't question. But what happened?
Well, what happened? I came to LA because my son's birthday was the next day, and I came to LA to work. And then after that, I ended up driving back to the Vegas the same night. And then I fell asleep at the wheel. And I guess I crashed into a truck. You know the truck that have other cars?
Yeah.
I crashed into that truck and my car flew off the road. And I flew out the window and it burned up. I was in a coma for like 3 months.
So, but you were asleep when all this happened.
I went to sleep, but I didn't feel nothing.
I think that's why you're still alive, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think I'm still alive because I flew through the window. Because if I would have stayed in the car, I would have burned alive.
Well, that too, because you know how, like, when they tell you when you get into like any sort of accident, don't fight against it. Just go. You gotta, you know, like if you lose control of your car, let the car do what it do. Don't try to fight the car because it'll end up being worse. And so, you know, and I've had that happen where, you know, I pulled out in front of a car and it hit me, and I remember I took my hand off the wheel and it flipped 5 times, and I was able to walk away because I didn't fight against it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah. And thank God that you are here because of your children.
Yeah, I thank God every day. It's a lot.
And that's why I wanted you here too, Apple, because like I've been watching your videos ever since the winos, like, you know, was like, you gotta interview her. And I'm like, I don't think she's in a space right now to receive interviews, right? And you know, this kind of stuff, it's I'm seeing you learn how to walk and you know, without the walker and stuff. And I'm like, I really want to approach this in a very sensitive way. But when, you know, we see stories like yours, it kind of makes us say, you know what? Whatever problems we think we have, we ain't got no problems.
Yeah, I feel you. In the beginning, I couldn't really interview because I couldn't move. I was just sitting like this. You know, I couldn't move my whole right side. But now I'm able to move and talk better. And now I'm getting my voice back a little bit. So that's even better, you know?
Okay. Now I see your arm is like in a sling. Will that fully heal one day? Will you be able to have full use?
Basically, my arm, I had to get surgery on my arm, basically. It's kind of messed up. But I want to get surgery. I was supposed to get surgery next month.
Okay.
But I canceled the surgery because what they're going to do is basically put my arm back straight. But they said that even though I get the surgery, it can't get back to the same way. So it's kind of like I'm going through the pain for no reason.
What?
So I just canceled it.
Okay. Now, so you won't ever have full use of it, will you, again? Or
I can't move it, but my bones are stuck.
Okay. I'm surprised they don't have technology now to correct that, to where it won't.
Yeah, but this is actually a muscle thing. I guess it's I don't know what it's called, but it's a muscle thing. Like either way, if I get technology, my bone, it will hurt if I go back straight. That'd be like forcing it to go straight.
Okay. Now I was reading reports that you broke your back.
No, I sprained 2 bones in my back, C5 or something, another thing that basically messed up my movement on my right side. But I'm able to get it back though. So I didn't break my back.
Okay.
I fractured it.
So what about your neck? What I was reading reports too. And see, all of this stuff is like incorrect because I literally got this from the Washington Post. And they supposed to be credible. I literally read this in the Washington Post.
It was just too fractured. I didn't break my back or anything. I just fractured a bone in my spine. So that's it. That was the easiest thing. The hand was the worst thing to fix. I fractured my skull, so I have a brain injury. I have a bald spot, but you can't see it. That is still there, but it's just my arm is the most.
Okay. Now, how long do they say that you're going? They anticipate like I would say like a 90% to 100% recovery.
Basically, to me get back walking is gonna take almost 2 years, somewhat. But my arm, it depends on me because I think I don't want to go through the pain. They said that's the worst painful thing ever because I didn't feel pain through the whole time since the accident. So I don't know what pain feel like.
What?
I don't want to do that. They said that's the most painful thing. And they said medication ain't going to help. And not
you don't
want to
take no chances taking pain meds because you know they're addictive.
Yeah, things like that. Really depends on the person. I think when they gave me some pain medicine in the hospital, they said it's addictive. But I guess it depends on the person. I didn't get addicted.
Yeah. Now, I know when I had heard about it, it was really, really sad because people didn't know like this, your state. It was kind of like one of those things where they didn't know how you were going to, if you were going to come out. When you woke up from because you were in a coma for 3 months after the accident, right? when you woke up from your coma, like what was that? What was like your first thought when you woke up?
I don't know. I don't remember. I asked my ex what happened. Did I wake up and start talking? But I do remember after that, a few days later, I just started talking. My voice was small as hell.
Okay.
But because I still had the tube in my throat. But I just kept on talking. All I remember is the Bad Girl Club. I mean, the Bad Girls? Baddies. I was supposed to be a baddie. Like asking my sister, what about the baddies? Or asking about Natalie and stuff. That's the first thing. I just want to get back to work.
And you had no clue what state you were in?
No, I didn't even know I'd been in a coma for 3 months. I just thought it was yesterday or something.
Did it scare you when they told you? Did you immediately have a panic attack when they told you?
No, I just felt like whatever.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, whatever.
Girl, I would have been panicking like a what do you mean I've been gone 3 months?
Like,
what the hell? I would have lost my mind. Like, what about your kids? Like, what was your impression when you had saw them? Like, and they saw you in the state that you were in. What was that like?
They was been nice to me. They was the same. I don't know how they was acting when I was in a coma, but when I woke up and seen them, they was like acting the same.
Okay.
I just couldn't move.
Okay. So wow. All right. So now you're let's talk a little bit about like your life before, because you said that you were before the accident. Now you said you were supposed to be on Baddies.
I was supposed to be on Baddies. I don't know completely though, but I had a meeting with Amara. And I talked to him and stuff. You know, I'm cool with Natalie and I'm cool with Amara, everything. So I was supposed to be on Baddies. That's what I know of.
Okay. Now, what were you doing before that? Before Baddies came up? Because I know Love and Hip Hop. You know, you weren't on that anymore. I don't even think they do Love and Hip Hop Hollywood anymore. I think they just canceled it. Yeah. What happened? Why did they end up stopping and canceling Love and Hip Hop?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know about they ass.
Has Mona or anybody from the production team reached out to you?
I talked to Mona one time. I asked for some help because I wanted to get back on TV. And I asked her for some help. But as soon as I asked her, she stopped talking to me.
What kind of help did you ask her for?
I asked her, can she help me get back on TV? Like, you know, do a recovery or Apple or something. But she just stopped talking to me like that. She didn't want to help me.
Did she ever reach out to you to send you well wishes or anything? No.
I'm saying like this. I do not give a fuck about Mona.
Oh, wow.
I do not care. If you don't give a fuck about me, I don't give a fuck about you. But I appreciate her help for getting me on TV. But after that, when the accident happened, you do me wrong, I don't care. But yeah. God bless her.
Damn, that's kind of odd. You would think, like, you know, especially with all the money.
Like Hollywood chicks. They all fake. They ain't making money off of me. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And it's the truth.
Now I know she's under a lot of heat too, given that Erica Mena situation. Like, why do something now when you've been profiting off of, you know, people fighting, domestic violence, alcoholism, abuse, you know, all of that. And so what is it about racism that made you just all of a sudden want to just stand up and do the right thing? And then now all of a sudden you're saying, well, I had no parts in that, but you were the main person saying handle. A lot of people was calling Mona out on her shit. I mean, are you surprised that they calling her out on her shit for?
Not really, because I mean, later on, she has a good heart, a good side when you're making money, when she making money off you. But when it comes to something that happened to me, like, I'm in a bad situation. I got money stolen from me. I lost everything. I needed somebody help. And nothing. Just let me hang him. So I'm not surprised.
Who stole your money?
My sister stole my recovery money.
So that was true. Like I heard people.
I took it to court. I won the court, but my lawyer's ghetto. So he made less of the amount than what the fuck it really was. But I forgive her though, because it's all material stuff.
How much did she steal from you?
Supposedly, they only put 15,000, but she had 2 accounts, a GoFundMe accounts, and that meant people were donating to it. But I forgive her though.
Now, this is a sister that was giving us updates on what you were going through in
Yes,
the
it is.
hospital. So the GoFundMe that you had out, she was collecting the money and just keeping it for
She
herself?
was collecting it.
And she wasn't using it to take care of your kids or anything?
Nothing. I
Oh
think
my
she
God.
gave my baby daddy at least $100.
That's some cold-hearted shit.
It is. But it's like when you don't have that much money coming like that, then when you get a big amount, you know, you act like so happy and stuff.
Are you guys talking now?
No, we're not talking. We haven't talked since I left her house.
Okay. Now, who are you living with now? You living on your own?
I'm living by myself. Met a girl named Wiz on the internet. She helped me get an apartment.
What? Congratulations.
Thank you.
I would not want to be living by myself if I'm recovering and stuff. But for you to do that now, are your kids living with you too?
No, they still live in California with my baby daddy.
Okay.
Because right now I can't really take care of people because I still got to get myself together.
Right, right. Now, what happened with your boyfriend, if you don't mind me asking? I don't know anything about that. I'm not going to pretend, but I mean...
We broke up. He did some funny shit, messed up my property, and then we just broke up, basically. But we still cool, but we're not together no more.
Okay, but he didn't steal anything from you, right?
No, he just messed up all my property, my bed and my TV, broke my TV, my walker. He put my phone cords in the tub. He took my credit cards, he took all my phones. He locked me outside for 2 hours in a diaper. He locked me out my whole house. The police had to let me in.
What?
I know.
What would make... You're obviously disabled right now. Okay, now that's going to change over the course of time, but what would possess somebody to want to put you out and vandalize your shit? Like what?
He said I threw the remote at him.
Oh,
About 4 or 5 hours ago. And then he messed up my house.
Was he diagnosed with any sort of mental illness or anything that you knew of?
What?
I said, was he diagnosed with any sort of mental illness or anything that you knew of?
I don't think so.
You didn't talk to his mama or nothing and ask?
No, he don't talk to his mama. I'm like basically his only close friend, I guess.
Well, we can see why. I mean, like that's some bitch nigga shit.
It's like I said, it's all material shit.
You've been going through a lot since you...
Yeah, I have. But I think it's just life. That's how I look at it.
Do you think he was with you because of the benefits and stuff that you're probably getting and stuff? Like it's kind of
the only thing I get is SSI and they're not paying that much. I struggle every month for the rent. I struggle to pay my therapy.
Oh, no.
So
can somebody get you some... Is your management there so they can get you some tissue?
I'm sorry. I got it.
No, take your time. Don't apologize.
Okay, I'm back.
It's okay. What made you cry? Is it because of the way that people...
I go through something every month. It be a lot of pressure on me. And I just want to heal. That's all I want is to walk. And if I was walking, I wouldn't be going through this stuff. If I'd be walking, people wouldn't be picking on me. But I'm tired of struggling, asking for donations. That is embarrassing. It's all embarrassing. But I go through a lot, but I'm strong. God got my back. That's all I got.
Apple, I don't think you know how much courage you give people daily. Because you've documented every part of your life, and the vulnerability is just powerful. And I know it all doesn't make sense right now. And I love how, and we may not be able to see it, but I love how God is just separating you from people that you don't need to be around, especially right now during your most vulnerable time. And to see you, every day, and I see you doing with your physical therapist, and you're walking, you're getting up, you're walking, and you're on social media and you're talking, and then to hear that you're actually going through this every month, but you're still getting up to do it. I mean, Apple, that's incredible.
Yeah. Because I had to go through this. I had to keep going. I had no other choice. God would not let me go. I tried to kill myself a few times, but he wouldn't let me. So I had to keep going. If I wanted to, he said, hell no. It's okay though.
Where's your management right now?
I'm
She right here. How I know she has she told me that she got some blood pressure issues and stuff. Is she okay? Should we
I'm
end it
okay.
right? You
Yeah,
sure?
she's doing well. Yeah, she's doing well now.
Okay.
Doing well.
Okay.
We be taking care of her. We make sure she all right.
Okay. Because I don't, how you can get emotional, and your adrenaline gets to going, and I just don't want to. And I know it's already emotional doing these kind of interviews, but like I said, my viewers really wanted to hear your story, and you just never know what someone is going through. And
Yeah.
it's already enough that, physically you're going through a lot, but mentally you're going through a lot. And then some of the people that you've had around you, like family members and, somebody that's supposed to be your boyfriend, do you the way that they're doing you. And I can understand why you would say, why do I need to be here? So what, and this is it's one of those questions. What keeps you going every day?
I'm forced. God makes me keep on going. I ain't got no choice. I would give up. I want to give up, but I got no choice. I'm forced. It's like I'm stuck doing this shit. I had to go through this, so I just gave up. I gave up on it. It's like I'm forced. I have no other choice, so I have to go through what I'm going through because I wanted to stop. But I'm thankful, but also it's a side of me that I just want to give up. I'm tired of struggling. I'm tired of learning how to walk. How long this shit take? Every month I go through something. Then my ex, then my family. So it was a lot. A lot on my mental.
What type of things do you like to do?
I used to love to dance.
I know you were a very good dancer.
But I can't. I can't do my hair. I can't do nothing. I used to love to sing and rap, but I can't even sing and rap. So basically, everything I love is took from me.
Have you tried discovering new things that you love?
Nothing. I can't even sit longer up that long.
Well, I don't think discovering what you love takes
I like
sitting
making
up.
money. That's what I love.
Okay, so we got to figure out how to make some money. So that's all mental, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, like, what have you tried? And I can't put it in your head, right? Because, it's got to come from within. But, I'm a firm believer. It's kind of like, when I used to watch, when I was a kid, we'll have the Olympics, right? Okay. For people that were able-bodied. And you got people that are able-bodied that still don't want to do shit, right? They still, don't walk when they should be walking because somebody would just kill to have legs that work. It doesn't matter what size you are or whatever. And then you got the Special Olympics, right? And the people that can't walk and they're running with their hands. And you're like, how the fuck are they doing? You're like, how the fuck are they doing that? That shit is more encouraged. Like, it's more inspiring to me than it is for somebody that's able-bodied. And so
Yeah.
what I'm asking you is, I mean, it's already inspiring me and thousands of others when we watch your social media and you get up and you put it all out there and you're trying and you're pushing through. So what I'm asking is mentally, because your brain is phenomenal. It still works and you remember
Yeah.
everything and you know everything, right? You're very coherent. Like, have you tried thinking about what it is that you would love to do just in case you never walk again?
I am gonna walk again though, but my brain is not fully healed correctly. I guess it's the brain healed. Uh, and like it's hard for me, like the whole conversation, long conversation. I start stuttering, repeating myself. So I don't know. I don't know.
But
I don't know.
I'm just planting the seed. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of like, I'm a firm believer in unhappiness. And I was reading this today, right? Matter of fact, let me actually get the quote, which is good. I was reading this quote today, and now that I'm talking to you, it makes perfect sense as to why I read this quote, because I'm like, wow, like this, this is what I was just reading. And the quote is from his name is Daisuke Ikeda. And it says, true happiness means forging a strong spirit that is undefeated, no matter how trying our circumstances.
Mm.
And when I read that, it took a minute for me to process that. Like, true happiness means forging, like, a strong spirit that is undefeated, no matter how trying our circumstances, which means no matter what we got coming our way, we still focus on and fight for our happiness.
Yeah.
And so right now, I feel that you haven't found your happiness in the phase that you're in now.
Yeah. Okay.
And when we don't have happiness, we don't want to live.
Yeah.
Because why do we need to be here if we're not happy or doing what it is that we love to do? And I feel there's just so much more to you that you have yet to discover. And I think once you discover that, I think you will have something to live for again, and you won't want to not be here.
That's
Because
true.
I'm looking at you like, Apple, you're beautiful, man.
Thank you.
Like, like I just, and I've seen people with disabilities, whether they're short-term disabilities or long-term disabilities, and they find that thing and they hold on to it. And I believe that thing is out there, it's in you. And you gotta pray and ask for that. And I know it's something, you probably do it every day and don't even realize you're doing it, and it's keeping you going.
Thank you.
You got this. You got this.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna hold you too much longer, but I want you to answer this, and this is for the viewers. What would you tell anybody that's going through anything right now and they feel like they don't deserve to live or shouldn't live and they want to end it all? Like, what would you say to them?
I would tell them, keep going. Whatever you're going through, everybody complain about something. It's not bad as what I'm going through and what other people go through. It's always somebody worse than me. So I realize that. So keep going. Never give up. If you can't walk, you're paralyzed, try it. Work out. Do something. Because I know a paralyzed guy that they said that he's paralyzed, then he's walking now. So you can motivate yourself. Is nobody else motivating you? Talk to yourself and talk to God. That's how you keep going, basically.
Okay. Thank you for that. And I know whatever it is that's keeping you going right now is going to be the thing that you use to keep you going, and it's what you're going to use to make money off of. Now,
Yeah.
I'm just going to plant that seed.
Thank you.
Okay? All right? So, we're definitely going to post your GoFundMe. And we hope that the viewers, and I'm sure they will, it's not a problem when it comes to my viewers. They always trying to donate to me for bullshit, but this is actually a cause. I'll be like, I don't want your money, okay? Save it for when I say donate. And this is one of those times where I'm asking them to donate to help you out, and so that you can keep going. And I know one day your story is going to be bigger than what it is.
Thank
you. Yeah, you're going to be all right.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
No problem. Okay. And so with that being said, all we're going to do is say, now I got to go.
Bye
now. Bye. Thank you, Apple, so much.
Thank you. You're welcome.
All right, and we're back. Okay, I know that was heavy and that was triggering. I did say viewer discretion is advised, but sometimes you just need a reality check. That's just what it is. Okay? Y'all, we all need a reality check. We all focus on things that's just utterly just beneath us, okay? And sometimes we need people like Apple to remind us to keep going and to keep living. You may think what you're going through is bad, but there's somebody always out here that's got it way worse. And appreciate what you have. Now, for those of y'all that are in the comments lying on Miss Apple, I stand tall to correct you. This lady was not drinking. She was asleep. Okay? And when things do happen like this, they do end up getting charged. Okay? Now, although the accident was her fault because she fell asleep, all those cars and stuff that she ran into, that would have came with charges. None of that happened. We know the protocol when this happens. They don't care if you only got one eye, one arm, and can't use the rest of your body. If you are out here drinking and driving, if you made it, they're going to charge you. They didn't do that. That toxicology report would have been all over the internet. It's not here. Now, if you want to justify as to why you don't want to donate, that's your prerogative. But what we're not going to do is lie, okay? That's not what we're not going to do. You can proudly, as you passing the plate, pass it to somebody else like you do in church, okay? But those of y'all that feel compelled to help out Miss Apple, somebody who really need it, besides trying to give me some money that I don't need, that's where I'm going to ask you to go. If you truly love me. And you really want to see where your money is going to, because we don't donate to the rich over here. We don't do that. Not when you got it. Not when you got it. We work too hard for our money over here. Sorry. Okay? Okay. Shout out to Apple Watch for coming through and, just being so vulnerable and, opening up her heart, opening up her mind. And she emailed me a couple times to say thank you, for allowing her to come on here and share her story. She was excited to see it debut. And, she welcomes all of your questions. Anything that y'all want to ask her in the DM, she's very responsive, and we wish her nothing but the best and a speedy recovery, okay? She gives me hope every day, and she's such a breath of fresh air, okay? Now, we're going to head over to tashaklive.com at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We did originally have it listed for 7 p.m., but because we're kind of running tight now, we're going to give y'all some time, especially if you want to subscribe to the website, tashaklive.com. To do that, okay, so that you can watch the second part of the show, The Dark Side. It's uncensored raw over there. I get some people come over there, they're like, oh my God, you cuss so much. I didn't know you cuss like this. I was like, yeah, YouTube stopped me. I'm sorry, okay? Viewer discretion is advised. Don't forget, get your tickets, okay? We got a few left. October 20th, 2 weeks away from our live wine gossip and comedy show. Okay, it is officially Wino Weekend. Unfortunately, all the brunch day party tickets are already sold out. And, it is very strict on who can get in, okay? You don't have no ticket. You don't have no TashaKLive.com. You can't get in, okay? Now, for the next show, we will make sure that the venue can hold all, okay? This ain't no meet and greet. This a party. Fried chicken, cornbread, collard greens, oysters, fried oysters, candy yams, baked potatoes, all of that. Open bar, DJ, and winos. Don't play with me. You tell me what other content creator out here doing that. Who? They having meet and greets for 10 people at Applebee's. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Okay? So I can't wait to see y'all in 2 weeks. The reason I am not drinking is not because I'm pregnant. It is because I am detoxing so that I can give y'all a phenomenal on-stage performance during this here venue, okay? So don't forget, get your tickets October 20th. The link is in the chat, okay? Thank you all so much for watching, okay? We're about to head over to TashaKLive.com right now, okay? We got Needy Leaks, we got Candy Burrs, we got Sexy Red, we got Lotto versus the Strippers, we got Chrisean Rock versus her sister Tashak. We also got Von Shay and Gunplay. I got an update on that. Black China and Tyga. Also going to be talking about Michael Orr. There's an update on his lawsuit and conservatorship that is ended against his White Wine family. Also, let me see. We got Natalie 9 and much more, okay? And so all that more coming up on TashaKLive.com at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And don't forget, tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will be live on TashaKLive.com with the Olsen Dario brothers, okay? The brothers that helped to assist Jussie Lai in that hoax. Okay, and so we're gonna be here. They're gonna be here unwinding with us for a couple of hours. We're gonna talk about their childhood, their upbringing, relationship to the Lee Daniels, because I heard he was trying to buy some Badusi from them. Jussie Smollett, all of the attention they've been getting publicly, what life is like now, all that more coming up, okay, on TashaKLive.com tomorrow, and you guys will be able to ask your questions live in real time to the brothers, okay? We're going to have them shirtless with baby oil on, okay? So y'all, it'll be a pleasant eye, all right? Just because they gay don't mean they ain't fine. And I don't know if they're gay. I'm just saying. We got to ask them. That's what we're here for. All right. So don't forget, TashaKLive.com. We're about to head over there now. If you have tips on your favorite celebrities, please feel free to hit me on Instagram at UNWINEWITHTASHAK in the DM, or send me an email UNWINEWITHTASHAK@gmail.com. Also, guys, if you have a story that you want to tell that's compelling, that's powerful, sort of like what Apple Watch is going through, please feel free to email us at stories@TashaKLive.com. Okay. Don't forget to be present for our happy hours on Monday. It's civilian gossip. It's messy. I know a lot of y'all think that what is doing over there? We over there telling our business, okay? So just like we do the celebrity gossip, we're doing the civilian gossip, which is the private sector gossip, our gossip, okay, on Mondays, that is dedicated strictly for us. And I got to tell you, it's messy, okay? It's very, 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 very messy, okay? And so all that more coming up. If you want to advertise on the platform, please feel free to hit us at ads@TashaKLive.com. Again, I love you guys. Thank you to Teddy, my co-host. Thank you to Jasmine. Thank you to everybody that puts in so much work into making sure this is a phenomenal show for y'all. I hope that you guys are enjoying it. Follow me everywhere on every single platform. Okay, and with that being said, now I gotta go. Bye.